Yeah, I peeped it last night. Yeah, man, like that documentary was the essence of the process, yo. Like like the times that he was playing his hit, what would ultimately be a one of his hits for the people at the record label. It was just like they just had the blink look, sort of annoyed, like, yo, man. And now you got this camera in my face. That's like the essence. Like, when I describe the process and other entrepreneurs or other successful people describe the process, that documentary should be the definition of the process, yo. The nose, the awkward look, the secondhand embarrassment, the relentless persistence, everything about it, man. I can't wait for the rest of it. I think it's two more parts. It's a trilogy. But yo, man, that first part of its own before he actually released the record, man, like the years of just grinding, doing little things to put himself on, man. Like, and yo, what was wild is the guy that had the foresight to see, like, yo, man, this guy is on to something, and I'm gonna leave everything and pursue this. Now, that dude, man, I need to know what he saw back then. Like, the little brief sentences that he described, it got to be deeper than that, man, because for you to abandon your career, like everything that you've done to just do a complete shift and move to a different city, like how was he eating? Like how was Kanye paying him, man? Like when he was trying to get on, like so much, man. That was a great documentary. That dude captured such great moments. One of the moments that he captured was like what I loved was him and his was Kanye and Kanye's mom. Like that was a priceless moment right there, yo. Like that's why I keep saying, man. That's why I document my journey, cause at the end of the day, that's like 20 years from now. Who knows where I'd be? But I just need to kind of have the dots in place so that 20 years from now, looking back, I could just be like, yo, man, these are the different plays that I did to get me ultimately to my destination. And I feel like even 20, 25 years later, he's still seeking more for himself. The development of his art is forever changing and morphing into something. Who knows what's going on in his mind, right? So, yeah, man, like it was dope to see put things in perspective. Like, yo, it's so meta because, you know, that is the impression of increase, like for those everybody that's grinding out there thinking like, yo, man, why ain't nobody listening to me? Why ain't anybody paying attention to me? Like, you can see what this man had to go through. Yo, that was awkward as hell, man. Him playing All Falls Down and everybody just walking in, interrupting him, just looking at him like, yeah, okay, I got work to do. You know what I mean? Go play that for somebody else. It was just crazy, man. Like this kid was hungry, B. This kid was hungry. I can't speak for what he's going through right now, but hopefully in time, the story will continue to write itself. It's still, he still has his own journey that, yeah, man, like, yeah, like words, he probably just can't really articulate it yet. And that's the struggle with creatives, right? Like, I try to explain my dreams, but you really can't. It's sort of irrational, and you can't string the words to make it make sense. That's the best way I could put it. So I could just basically just go through it, go through the process, and when I get to where I'm getting, I could just be like, I could just point and be like, yo, this is the trail that I left behind. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yeah, because at the end of the day, right, when we're all gone, we're going to be we're going to be subjected to content in a server somewhere. Like when I finish my journey, when he finished his journey here, you're going to be reduced to clips. Like look at how Nipsey is still living through his clips, through the knowledge and the gems that he left behind, right? Every other day, I'm looking at entrepreneur content on social media, and you're just seeing little clips of the marathon continues, like all of his teachings just left behind, Malcolm X, all these other people, right? Just to like stir a narrative. So yeah, man, that's the ultimate key. And look at how people look at the lens in which people are looking at Kanye now. There's like two lenses. There's like, yo, the old Kanye, and then there's the Kanye now going through like this meltdown publicly. You know what I mean? But I just take what you know the lessons that I take from these documentaries. Just add some more fuel to me to keep me going. At the end of the day, we all need fuel. We all need batteries in our backs. And that's what he wanted. He knew he was a genius. He just needed that battery in his back. Like that moment with Scarface. Yeah, that moment with Scarface, man. Like, he just needed that approval, that battery in his back. You know who said it really well? KRS-One. I gotta find that clip, but you're going to. I said it in previous videos before. You're going to need like that spark, that battery, and that comes from someone else. Like you can only how great you are, but you need that spark in your back, like Jay-Z and Tata, or how Memphis Bleak and Jay-Z, or Jay-Z and Dame Dash. You're gonna need you're gonna need a Dame Dash. You're gonna need like that spark in your back, right? And Kanye West, he had his mom. You seen how his mom put that battery in his back? Like he was looking, seeking approval. Like you think I'm arrogant? And she was like, nah, you a star. Yeah, man. Yo, it's official, B. Like he really did the damn thing with that one, man. And I'm glad Cootie. Yo, I gotta find out more about this Cootie character, dog, cause Cootie definitely put on, man. It's crazy. He was like, yo, I be walking to the subway and I be practicing my Grammy speech. Yo, I feel the same way. I'm like, a crazy reoccurring thing I have is like, I know it sounds crazy, but I be in my mind just thinking about how I'm going to talk about my journey on like a platform like the Breakfast Club, or um, all these other hip hop platforms. Like, yo, yeah, man, grew up in Brooklyn and yada yada yada. Yo, dreams do come true, but you gotta put your boots and start marching.